What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. What is up, Casper holders, Casper investors? Nice move we're seeing here for Casper to the upside. Let's take a deeper dive here. It is Thursday, the 28th of December. Guys, Casper sitting at a critical point here, and we're going to discuss that as well as Bitcoin had a nice move higher and still sitting at a critical point. So let's take a deeper dive into the chart. So going back a few days, whenever the last Casper video was released, a couple days ago, I guess, we talked about we were sitting basically right in this area, give or take this 4344 area. And we were saying, look, we're either in for a pop to the upside or a large move lower, which would retest just about this level here, like the 3.8, which represents this old high here, which was resistance, got flipped into support on the 18th, and markets actually moved higher. So that was nice to see. We're in the upper end of this range, so we've been here before, and we'll see if we can break out above it. So let's get a different tool here on the chart. So when we got up to this range back in here, which was in October of 22, we got into this range in January, March of this year. We actually broke out above that range, which was basically April to June, which is actually a pretty long time there, April to June. And now, let's fast forward to where we're at now. We are back into that zone. That zone is basically 4.5, 4.6, up to like 5.4, and then if you take these highs over here, which is like 6.3. But we're basically in this zone right here. And we only broke through it one time right up in here. So I talk about this because, at least the way I look at the charts, this is an important area here. It's either going to make it or it's going to break lower. So there's a chance, right? Because we've seen it happen before. When the markets get up to this area, we saw it here. We saw it here. We finally got the break higher here, then it did fade. There is a chance that this rolls over and starts to get back into this range. Okay, so that is a possibility and a scenario. Now, if the markets, and I talk about the markets as in, if Bitcoin does well, the chance of that happening, the odds are lower than the alternative, which would be maybe a slight pause here, and then we start to see a break higher, pretty much up into this range. 6.3 or so, 6.1 would be an area we could look for first, and then, have to revisit the charts after that. So that is also a possibility. Keep in mind, there's a lot of baggage over the market we've talked about many times. This whole range, the lower end of this box here is now resistance. When it got broke big time back in here in May of 22, it has ever since bumped its head. Here we are once again, very close. So it really depends on what the overall market does, guys. If Bitcoin rolls over and can't make new highs and continue its uptrend, there's almost no chance that Casper will buck that trend and do something like that. I'm not saying it's not possible. Of course it's possible, but more than likely everything will follow what the rest of the market does. So if Bitcoin does well, there's a good chance we'll start to see Casper move up into the 6.2, 6.3, possibly higher. If we can break these highs here, that would be great. That's like 6.3 level. That puts us into this range again. At some point it will happen, but we just need everything to line up and we need Bitcoin to do well. So Bitcoin's sitting in the same spot. It's right there. Is it going to break out to a new high, or is it going to roll over, confirm that lower high, print a lower low, and at least be in a sideways to short-term downtrend, which could end up being long-term, but so time will tell. So that's pretty much what I see here for Casper. Is very nice to see that we got basically if we zoom in here, so I'll show you, we have let me get the different tool here. So we have the back test support, very, very nice to see. Move higher, higher low, higher high. Things are looking good here, guys. We got to break this high, and we got to continue this trend to the upside. So a lot going on. If you're a long-term Casper holder, then this is nothing but a bunch of noise. At least in my opinion. Sometimes just getting into a market that you like for whatever the reason is, as long as you've done your research, and just buying and holding, as long as all that criteria is still met over time and you still hold, hey, sometimes that's just the best way to do it, and then go about your life. But if you're looking to buy, sell, and stuff like that, then you get to pay attention a little bit more to what's going on daily, weekly, etc., other markets, and all of that. So far, so good. Looks good. Very nice to see Casper move to the upside. Let's take a quick look at Bitcoin. Guys, let me know what your thoughts are on Casper. What's your price targets? Yeah, I can, if you want me to give you higher price targets for Casper, it's been a while, I can do that. But let me know down in the comments. Let's take a look at Bitcoin down 330 this morning, which would be 0.76%. Man, this thing is teasing us. It's right there. It's very, very close. Is it going to give us that big break that we're looking for to the upside? You could throw in like a rising line here. Wouldn't be perfect. And just keep your eyes out for that break below that. That would probably give us some lower lows and look pretty ugly and take us down to that 38,601. But maybe that won't happen, and the Bitcoin gods out there will pump this thing into some new highs, and we'll just continue to march on because this thing is in a very strong trend to the upside. But this day right here, the 11th of December, potentially was a little bit of a warning shot that these markets are getting a little bit overextended, getting ready to roll over. So whatever happens is fine. We're just, try to be realistic and look at both sides of what's possible here. Not ignoring that we're in a very strong uptrend, but also not ignoring that so far we have a high and we're struggling to put in another high. But hey, maybe as we head into the new year, which is very soon, we only have two trading days, I believe, left this year, which would be today, Thursday, for the U.S. stock market anyways, and Friday tomorrow. But crypto should keep on trading, which is a great thing. So let me know your thoughts on Casper. Keep your eye on Bitcoin. Is it going to make another high here? Or is it going to roll over and start to put in new lows and probably freak the market out and take us down to 38,601? Let's see. I hold long crypto, so hey, I'd be happier if it broke out to the upside, but it's not always the way it works. You guys, welcome to the channel. Appreciate it. I'll see you in the next one.